That toy's not gonna work for the video. No, that's not gonna work for the video. You think you're so funny, and you puke everywhere. What's up guys, it's Eden. Welcome back to Eden Well. In today's video, I wanted to share my full day of eating, dairy and egg free, as well as mostly tree nut free, no bananas, no avocados, no black beans. It's kind of the deal right now. Preface my day of eating. I don't eat these things because, first of all, my son has really bad reflux, and his pediatrician decided to do some blood work on me to check my food sensitivities, because if I have some, he could also have them. So I ended up having a lot of food sensitivities. Me taking out these foods didn't necessarily help him, unfortunately. However, they are my sensitivities, and so I've continued to eliminate or not eat dairy and egg mostly. I'm really conscious of those two things. I will eat some things that have tree nuts because they don't affect me as much, but this is kind of the big diet change that has happened in the last few months, and so I wanted to share on my channel how I'm eating when it comes to that elimination diet, how I'm doing, and the fun things and substitutes that I have found that have helped me stay a little sane, because your girl loves cheese, so this has been not the easiest. But let's dive in. So for my breakfast, I've actually relied on oatmeal and protein shakes. That has been my absolute go-to. It's been delicious every single morning. I absolutely love it. So I'll do about a serving of oatmeal, and I use Orgain protein powder even before the elimination diet. I have always loved Orgain. I don't know what it is about this Orgain protein powder. It's pea protein, so it is vegan, and it has superfoods in it. Something about it is so good. I have never really cared for whey protein because I think it tastes really weird. It has a weird aftertaste, but also whey is milk, and so I can't have it. So luckily I was already eating this Orgain protein powder, so I was good on that. So with my breakfast is a little bit of an ordeal because that's when I take all my supplements. In the oatmeal, I usually put chia seeds and flax seeds just to get a little bit of extra healthy fats and protein. I also use some sort of artificial sweetener, so like I've been using this brown sugar swerve, some stevia before, or monk fruit, some kind of sweetener in there. I was using brown sugar for a little bit, but I was kind of not loving all the actual sugar I was consuming, so I kind of go back and forth because I know artificial sweeteners are also not amazing for you in your diet consistently like that, so I'll kind of switch. For a little bit I was using vegan butter, olive oil butter. However, a lot of dairy-free options have a ton of seed oils in them, and I'm learning a lot about seed oils right now and how not good they are for you. I finished out my last container. I've eliminated that from my oatmeal. I'm trying to figure out how to stay sane with this diet and eat things that are relatively similar to dairy, but it's just really, really hard. Seed oils are just awful for you, and I'm just trying to find different substitutions to eat good but also eat well for my body. In the morning, I will take all my supplements. In my protein shake, I will put electrolytes, my vitamin D drops, and I'm currently on a supplement called GlutaShield, which is a powder I put in my protein shake because I am currently healing my gut. They think that I have leaky gut, and that's why I have these food sensitivities, and so that's all that goes into my breakfast. Lunches vary from time to time, so typically when we're home, I'm currently at my parents' house, so the situation's a little different, but usually when we're home, I love to make dinners that carry over into lunches for the next few days. Lunches can kind of also be like dinners, but typically I love huge salads for lunches, and so that's 50-50 salad mix because it has all the good greens in it. I'm not a huge lettuce fan because it doesn't have a lot of micronutrients. So 50-50 mix with some sort of meat, and then dairy-free sauce and vegan cheese. Vegan cheese isn't the best, but it does the job. I'll use meat from, leftover meat from the night before. If we had chicken thigh or we had taco meat from the night before, I'll throw together a big salad. I'm also not afraid of frozen meats, so like like Tyson chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. I'm not afraid of that stuff. Now, typically before having a baby, I would have been a little bit better about it, but having a baby is a lot of work, and you're tired, and sometimes you don't have extra meat in the fridge from the last night, and you have a baby, so time is limited. So if I don't have meat ready in the fridge and I really want a big salad, I'm not afraid of some frozen meat. It's really delicious and I can have it. So it is kind of one of those things where it's like, I prefer a high protein diet. So if it's between eating chicken tenders to get some protein or not extra protein, I would rather get the extra protein kind of thing. But if we don't have any leftover meat and we don't have frozen chicken, I also really like the tuna and chicken packets that you can get pretty much anywhere. The Starkist brand is typically what I buy, but those, especially the tuna can be really good for you. Now in pregnancy and nursing, they say to limit it because of the mercury. So if you are pregnant, just be cautious of that. But I really enjoy those because they're easy. It's high protein, super convenient. It's just really easy to eat on its own, on crackers, or throw it in a salad. So I really, really like those too. For snacks right now, I am super into Lara bars. Now Lara bars are a nut bar. So with the tree nut kind of allergy thing going on, I do save room just for those. I won't eat nuts outside of that. So for like milk, because I can't have milk, I used to drink almond milk like crazy. So now I do oat milk. Not a huge fan, but it is what it is. So I'll do Lara bars. I really like dehydrated fruit, and so it is more expensive, but like the dehydrated apples are really, really good. I love cucumbers and carrots. Can't have ranch right now, so kind of sucks, but I really like those fresh veggies. The coconut rolls from Costco, are so good. They're so good, so you can have to try those. Chips and salsa are pretty much always in our house. We like to make our own salsa, but it doesn't really happen that often, so we have salsa in the fridge most of the time, and just regular corn tortilla chip or corn chips in the pantry. And if I'm really craving it again, because again, I love my Orgain protein powder, I'll sometimes have one either at 3 o'clock or just before bed. Protein before bed always makes me feel really, really good when I wake up in the morning. Again, a high protein diet just feels really good in my body. So sometimes I'll save, if I do have a second protein shake, I'll just save it for like right before bed. Dinners typically at home, I always try to make dinners with a meat, a vegetable, and a starch. So that's chicken, broccoli, and rice, or salmon, asparagus, and quinoa. So having all of those three is a really good hunger-crushing combo. So the meat typically has healthy fats, and it's obviously protein. You get your micronutrients in the veggies, and then the starch really fills your tummy and makes you feel full and also gives you energy. So we typically try to make our dinners like that, but we also really, really like spaghetti. For me, I'm not afraid of wheat, but what I prefer to do is eat green lentil or red lentil pasta solely for the purpose of it having more protein. So again, high protein for me. So I'll make 2 different sets of noodles. The meat and the sauce I will put together, and we love spaghetti. Sometimes we'll pair it with some broccoli to get that extra vegetable in there too. We also really enjoy like burrito bowls or chipotle bowls. So we'll do like chicken thigh or taco meat. We'll do cheese, so vegan cheese for me, some taco sauce, tortilla chips over top of that. We'll do like refried beans. Now, unfortunately, right now I have a sensitivity to avocado, which is the worst because I love avocado. I love guacamole. So typically I would eat guacamole in a chipotle bowl, but right now I can't. And I tested it the other day before we left for Michigan. I had some avocado oil dressing for my salad that I was like, no, I think I'll be fine. And I threw up the next day. So it definitely does not make me feel good right now. Hopefully one day once I heal my gut, we can get back onto the avocado train. But for right now, it doesn't really work. So now talking extras, I kind of mentioned the oat milk. So I used to drink almond milk all the time, and now because of the sensitivity, I just kind of avoid it. So I'm mostly drinking oat milk. Again, with the seed oil situation, they do have vegan mayo. It's called Veganese, and it tastes fine. I'm a mayo girl, so this has been really hard. I love mayo, or like chipotle aioli sauces and things like that. I love to add to like salmon or salads. So it's been hard to find a salad dressing or a dip that I really enjoy. So the Veganese has canola oil and rapeseed oil and safflower and sunflower oil. I mean, they're just full of seed oils. So I'm trying to navigate how to make, or maybe there's a brand that y'all know that I can buy that is vegan but also doesn't have all these seed oils. It's very, very difficult in today's age. So I'm trying to navigate that. And because I can't do avocado oil, at home we use a lot of olive oil. So cooking meat, vegetables, it's just a lot of olive oil. For desserts, I think maybe I mentioned the oat milk ice cream. I don't know if I did, but I love oat milk ice cream. It's so creamy. It's so delicious. There's also soy ice cream. Like if we go out, usually people don't do like restaurants and stuff. They have like soy ice cream and not oat milk ice cream because it's oat milk's kind of bougie. I also found these, I forget the brand, but I'll do a B-roll here, but these cookies are so good. These snickerdoodle or sugar cookies, whatever they are, they're so good. They're so soft. And they're like 14 allergens free, so like a lot of people can have them. They are so delicious, so those have been a go-to for me. And if you didn't know this, Oreos are vegan, so typically we do have Oreos in the house, and I eat quite a bit of Oreos, I'll admit, but I love Oreos. They're super good, and to pair them with some oat milk ice cream, girl, it's good. I have learned how to make egg-free bread, so I got this egg replacer at the grocery store the other day, so I couldn't tell you what's in it, honestly, but I think there's like baking soda in it at least, or like some sort of vinegar, I don't know, but because I can't have egg, this egg replacer has been great to make bread because I love bread, but again, a lot of breads either have egg or they have seed oils in them. So it's been kind of nice to make my own bread and learn how to do that because I've never made my own bread before this. So, and it's the egg replacer, it tastes exactly the same as the last time I made the bread with egg, so that's a plus. So that's the allergen side of my diet, but when it comes to being a mom, when it comes to your time, I think I alluded to it earlier, but you kind of have to do what you can do. If meal prepping is really difficult for you, or making fresh meat or having fresh meat in the fridge all the time is hard, don't be afraid of the frozen meat. That's going to give you more protein. It's going to be really good for your body in that aspect. Of course, it's not the best, right? There's preservatives, it's frozen, it's not going to be top notch. However, if that's the only way you can get protein, that's what I suggest. If you are dairy-free or egg-free or you're vegan, comment your favorite recipes or your favorite foods that you found that help you stay sane on this kind of diet, because I'm doing okay, but I could definitely use some more suggestions. So let me know if you experience any new foods that are really good and comment them below. But thanks for watching and have a great one.